Hello, welcome. I'm starting a new DROD hold today. I talked about some possible choices at the end of Curiosity. There are plenty of good ones. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, the one that I just feel like I'm going to play is Trek to No Air by Garlanus, an architect I don't know at all. So I'm taking a chance on a new architect. Just, I don't know, this intro just speaks to me in some way. Oh hey, it has that's a custom graphic, kind of. I think that was used in the Second Sky, but like, that's not something you can just place in the editor. One day, as Beethra was coming home from a particularly tricky extermination contract, he saw a large sheet of paper pinned to his front door with a fairly sizable dagger. Scowling, Beethra yanked the dagger out of the door and read what was on the paper. Aside from an odd image doodled down the side of the sheet, it appeared to be a standard extermination contract. They couldn't just stick it in my extermination contract box? That door was a family heirloom. Now what do I use to loom my hair? Your 3 hairs on the top of your head. At the top of the usual boilerplate, he saw that the location he was being asked to go exterminate. No air. No air? What kind of name is that? And tell me, how am I supposed to breathe with no air? But he wasn't one to turn down a serious job, so it looks like he's on his way to no air. On his way to nowhere. Thankfully, there was a map provided on the reverse side of the contract. Either that, or it was just another bunch of doodling. Either way, Beethra was sure he'd end up with quite the adventure. The first stop along the way was a place called Whippoorwind. Okay, so there's story and stuff. Yeah, that's definitely a custom graphic overlay thing. This looks immediately kind of complicated. This was the room I was looking at on the thing, and now I'm complaining about how it looks complicated. Okay, so, roaches and stuff. Yeah. Things. Drop trapdoors, get at roach queens eventually, kill other roach queens along the way, be careful with bridges because they will drop. So I could just ignore that roach queen and kill her by dropping the bridge, but then she's going to be laying eggs and stuff, and that's a pain for everybody involved. Oh boy, this is a lot of combat for the first room of the hold. That's fine. Let's see, so this is Whippoorwind, supposedly on the way to nowhere. No air. It's so hard to say it in any way that doesn't just sound like nowhere. How do I kill that roach queen? I know how. I got a plan. Like this. There we go. So, heavy combat. There are more trapdoors in here, so open, toggle, what weird kind of locking mechanism is that? I see what this is. I'd rather not oh, look what happened. They're letting themselves in. Okay, so can I, like, oh boy, okay, a weird thing happened. I don't know how this not stable. I mean, technically this is. If nobody moves, I'm fine. If I move, I'm dead. Okay. I pressed R. I hadn't stepped on a checkpoint at any point. Should I leave these? Is there a brain in this room? There is. I mean, yeah, those roaches were acting brained. Let's go down there first, then. What a weird intro. Okay, well that's what that mechanism does. Once you start, you have to continue through to the other side. That's not entirely true. What did that do?
My name is Beethra.
There's a level clear gate here. That's interesting. Okay, so that toggles that open. Oh, I see. Stand on there to that's a toggle. Now, wait a minute. I don't want to clear this room now, because if I did, I couldn't get through there. Unless some other assistive device will come along. So maybe I just want to leave to the north. Yeah, but I'd have to kill the brain at some point. Like, there's no pushables in here. No mirrors, no push weapon. Okay, what a strange start. I like it. let's try just leaving that room alone, because yeah, so this appears to be the ending room. Once the level's clear, I want to go up here at some point somehow. There could certainly be a scripted character or like something or other. Hey, guess what I can do? Watch this. No, that's not what I want. I want to go to, or actually, wait. Now you're showing me this? No, show me that thumbnail you showed me before. If I have already downloaded it, I can't actually see the... so the thumbnails, the auto-generated ones that showed me this at first, will show invisible characters as visible, so I could see if there was any scripting in this room. I didn't think to look then, and now that I want to look, I don't think I can anymore. Unless... okay, so let's try this. So if I go back to change location... I mean, no, this is just what I was just looking at. It doesn't give me the default. Okay, well, I can't cheat that way. That's fine. So I see no harm in just leaving that room. So yeah, at the very least, I can do it last. And figure that out, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so mud, rock giants, quite a few rock giants. A tar gate that closes. A gentry eye that releases when the tar's gone. I could close it, so it won't hassle me. That's not really true, because by the time I get up there, he's going to be sitting here, and when he gets unchained, he'll just walk off that door and come to me. Wow, this is a lot to parse. What if I just also leave this room? Let's go someplace else. Okay, every room looks just as complicated as every other room. This is fascinating. Okay, this one maybe not as much. The music changed. Yeah, right, you get horde attack music in both of these because there's just so much stuff. Brain and Seep. Brain Seep puzzle. This is a lot of like busy mess, but this... oh, hang on. No, that's not the only part I can access. I can get down here. Is this part of the puzzle or is this secret access? Or both? I suspect this is part of the puzzle because I see no other... wait, that's shallow water. I found you. So it looks like I'm kind of just exploring, because I'm not going to do a secret room as the very first room I did. Do you see what happened in Curiosity? I'm not falling into that trap again. Let's stick with the known rooms first. This is fascinating! Right now, at least, I'm glad I decided to play this hold. That could change if things go badly, but... okay, so I think this is like... I gotta dodge around the seep without being armed. They'll be brained. Right, they'll be brained. Brained seep manipulation lets me do some weird stuff. Alright, so I have two choices. I want to choose the one that gives me more choices. Okay. So I opened up all the... wait a minute, no, that's going to prevent Seep from getting somewhere. I don't want to do that, no. Right, so a closed door to Beathrow is an open door to a Seep. Let's think a little harder before going in there. Boy, how hard was this hold supposed to be? I think it's just the complexity that's looking daunting to me. So, I mean, this is the only action that I can take, so that's obvious. I don't think I need to stop and analyze that one, because, like, it's the only thing I can do. I absolutely have to close... I want to get to this pressure plate. Yeah, that pressure plate, which I can do now. And that one. Okay, so I can get two of them. Then I want to open this, which does mean I have to open that. So this would appear to be a step on all the plates thing. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I can just kill them with the, by dropping the trap door. That's... oh, carefully the order. Oh, I get threatened. Oh, I get very threatened. I see. There's an ordering to this. Is it less threatening if I do this first? Okay, so again, Brained Seep can be manipulated to do some kind of weird things, like... there's that... I'm in trouble. That won't work very well. However, you can come up here, and then... It lets me do this kind of, Maybe you need to be further away, like way up there. That's an option. So much distance from you, then I'm dead. Okay, I think what it is I get you up there, then do the same with you, or maybe even further away. Yeah, here might be more... I'm not so sure if that's more ideal. I want you two to be closer to each other. Get to know each other better. Ooh. Okay. No, that's... Oh, yeah. Still don't know what to do about this, because, like, that guy's just gonna cut me off no matter what I do. Or so it would seem. Like, maybe that was the first one I was supposed to release. Okay, so let's learn about that then. I hope I checkpointed before I stepped on any seep-releasing doors. I did. Okay. So if I do this one first, it seems the most in the way. What's the voodoo I have to do here to get him off of me? It's certainly not that. It's certainly not this. Now I'm just dead for sure. So I have enough time to run over here. But I can't accomplish anything from here other than dying. I can step on that, sure, but like there's no... I don't see a way to get away from this seep. I can't step up here. That's where I most want to step. Oh, here we go. Sneaky. Okay, there we go. Now I think I can just repeat that trick with other seep. That was the one I already stepped on. So I went this. Then you all get up there. Oh, ah. And then I think I can just, like, pretty much escape at this point. I'd like you to come over that way. There we go. I did it. I think. Okay. Whew! I solved a room! Oh boy! This is cool. Alright. I do like this. So what's this? None of those do me any good. Or so it would seem. Why would I step on either of these ever? Like, the only reason it looks like I would step on either of those is to step on this one to lock the Gentry Eye in, but I can't actually lock it in, because again, it's on the door now. If it gets unchained... Oh, hey, look at this! Well, why is... What? So that exists. It does me no good. So what are all these? Don't let that get hit, because then you can't get in there unless you do this then, and that also toggles and what? How do I get into any of this? Do I not? Do I just hot tie? Oh, tunnel. So that's why I want to be in there, to access that tunnel. What's up with all this Targate stuff? Do not kill all the mud while in here, or I lose access to... So there's a secret wall there. There are secret walls all along here, so I can traverse from here to here and get in there. I can traverse from here to here and get in there. So the route is... that. That's the route to the goblin, say. There are Targates here, so I can toggle the Targates after this. Then I'm going to have a... Is there a brain in this room? Can I tell by Gentry Eye behavior? Yeah, he'd be going back and forth if he were brained. There's so much in these rooms that, like, it's quicker to just play with a monster and see if it acts brained than to scan around for a brain. And, like, there's a bunch of red stuff, too. Hot tile, mud, all that stuff. Okay, the south was the initial entrance. Oh, it grows, of course. There's a mud mother. Oh boy, so tar growth can be a thing too. So I have a time limit, among other things. Okay, I'm starting to see the format of this. So time limited. Go in here and do stuff before mud does does the bad to me. I can manipulate its growth here if I stand in a certain place. Not sure how I would want to do that. I might want to, like, relocate this blob. I cannot relocate this blob without at least hitting that plate. Okay, so I don't. Alright, so rock giant. You could encase the mud blob. Yeah, that sounds... I mean, you couldn't fully, but you could at least make only mud babies spawn. That sounds like something I might want. Let's try it. Feels like I'm spending too much time just talking through possibilities and not enough actually, like, doing stuff. So now I have mud baby annoyances, but at least that means I have arrested the mud growth. And I can reduce the number of mud babies by 1 if I do something like that. Which I can't actually do. Okay, fine, let's do something like this. Okay, so mud growth has been neutralized. So there will be babies. They won't stack up any more than... Okay, they'll start stacking up here, but that's fine. I think I can deal with it. So I'm going to be going in there at some point. I need to smash this, and then... Oh dear, then I have a problem. Maybe I don't do that. Maybe I do this. I don't have space. Maybe I leave him in place. Can I encase him in mud somehow? No. There's no way to get anything past him in that hallway. Well, I do get the option of doing this, so that gives me more space. And I'd still like that mud mother to be... Okay, well, I can do that later. I don't think this is really a timer of any sort. Yeah, I think I've disabled any form of timer. This will just keep growing, but never make anything inaccessible. So at this point, do I want mud growth? Not really. Do I care about these? I don't know yet. This is so complicated. Man, just the... just the parsing I have to do here. Feels like I want something approximately like that. And then I can certainly find room for all of you. That's fine, that's fine. Hopefully I don't need you for anything additional. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I just discovered a locking mechanism here. Once I no it's not. No, he'll go back north, because the mud baby will too. That is less convenient than it could have otherwise been. Okay, so I need to create a place for a rock golem and a goblin to die over here. So the goblin needs to die first. So all I really need to do... Okay, well, but no, that's not true. There's 2 hot tiles, so I could use 1 for each if I wanted. I don't think there's any problem, as long as I just don't block their path with parts of this rock giant too much. I mean, I can certainly create a barrier there if I want to. I'll create that much of a barrier. Okay, so now let's see what happens when I go over here. I want to take out this rock giant and mud mother. I should have stepped in that checkpoint, just so that if I press the R key by accident, which I've been doing a weird amount lately. Like, again, I never used to have trouble with R being too close to W, but suddenly it's starting to be a problem. I can't do anything... Okay, so this is just the amount of space that I get to move these around. So how do I make it count? I don't ever need to go in there again, so I could fill up that space if I wanted. Well, if I could reach, but I can't. Ooh, that's bad. There's not much room. There's very little room here. There's not enough room. So that's not what I want to do. I think instead I could do this. That's true, certainly. And that lets me pack into this space. There we go. That seems better. That seems a lot better. Good. 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 This is super cool. I'm realizing at this point that, like, most of the other uh-oh, look what happened. So that's death. Fascinating. Alright, so I really wanted to put a rock golem corpse there. Early on in the room. I should have figured, well, I did kind of figure there was going to be a trap like that, but I could not see it ahead of time because there was so much to parse. So I'm learning that, like, I've gotten very used to just a few architects' styles. So now that I'm playing something by a new architect I'm not as familiar with, it's just so different. Okay, so the ideal here, it doesn't have to be down there. Well, it's kind of better if it is, though. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a mud cage there, and move that mud north. Am I now? If you want to do that, then you can't do it that way. But, wait, but then I can't do it at all? What? No, here we go. No, that doesn't work. Why not? Shouldn't it? Yeah, it can, but oh boy, this is hard. So, okay, instead, let's kill that in that spot. This in this spot. You're gonna have to die. Oh no, this won't work at all. I can't make a full cage. No, I'm just gonna have to be quick and not let mud babies stack up here or something? So for full protection from mud babies, I would need a 3-wide barrier here. Maybe I reset too hastily. Let's restore to this. See if there's any stuff I can do to, like, salvage this a bit earlier. If I can shuffle... If I could shuffle those into a single column, I can. Then just deal with them like that. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't have to fully reset. So how did I do it? Something like this. There was another way to disarm that trap. There was a sentence I was trying to say. Something about architects' styles. Mud babies, why you gotta be this way? Come on now. Ah! Okay, that's still solvable, I think. I got so familiar with a few architects that now that I'm playing something from somebody completely new, whose work I've never played before, it feels very, very different. That's what I've been trying to say. That's all. Yeah, I could kill that mud baby, but it wouldn't help me much, would it? It'd take too much time. So let's get this done quickly. Actually, speed doesn't really matter, does it? I just have to make another trip out there before I go... Or maybe I can... No, better idea. Keep him there. Just prevent growth. There we go. No new mud babies. If it's just one, I can deal with it just fine. So now, full aggression. There we go. Boy, this room's full of tricks. I'm not sure I actually understand all of them yet. I hope I do. Gentry eye! Mud baby stepped on a thing. Oh boy. This is a high-intensity hold. Okay, so, without any extra interaction from me, what happens there? Rock Golem gets hung up there, which is fine. I can absolutely allow that. Actually, I'll let the Goblin die there, and I'll kill the Golem here, and I'll escape that way. Oh, this plate's going to be hit by the Gentry Eye. That's why it's there. It's not for me to hit, it's for him. That's fine. I can deal with that. So you're going to hit that and get stuck, which is fine because I'm exiting that way, and you won't get in my way. Okay. Wow! I cleared 2 rooms! So this hold has 99 rooms, by the way. At this rate, this could take a while. but like this has all been highly enjoyable so far. I was a little disheartened at the idea of having to restart this because I had routed this slightly wrong, but then I found a way to improvise and make it work anyway. So if there's not too many like early room traps that are super hard to see because it's so complex that absolutely has to be disarmed early on, then I'll be happy here. I'm happy so far. Okay, so I'm here. Can I solve this room from this spot? Looks like I can't. It is a required room. So another room clear gate. That's for going down this hallway specifically, but I don't interact with the room from this angle. Okay. And Gentry dude there is just going to stay chained forever. So it would be super weird to have this just locked up if I clear this room and then leave. But just from the elements I can see here, it does seem like that would be the case, because it seems like what I would have to do to get out here would be to have a roach. Yeah, a brained roach would decide to step on that pressure plate on its way from here to Beethrow here. Yeah, so what? Beethrow would have to be this far north to get him to step out of there, and that's too far away from that door. So I have to stack them up somehow? Okay, so... So my plan's not a great one. Again, there could be scripting here. Whatever. Doesn't matter. What's this? Bunch more rock giants. That's right. Wasn't there... I think the one criticism I did read of this hold was that it might overuse rock giants a bit. That's fine. I don't work with rock giants all that much, so... An extra large dose of them should be okay. Roach greens run away. Tar Mother's gonna grow. I can prevent roach eggs from being laid. I can prevent tar from growing because there is shallow water here. Alright, so analysis. Okay, if any part of a rock giant sees me, then the whole thing moves. Of course, I mean, obviously. Just not sure I've done much stealth around rock giants. Again, I haven't worked with them that much. My brain's just kind of shutting down trying to even start parsing this. Okay, make stepping stones to hit this orb, probably. It's going to close that and toggle this. How odd. Wait, that's deep water. The lighting makes it a little hard to see, but yeah, this is shallow, that's deep. So I need a stepping stone here, which means I already have to come around there, which means tunnel, okay. Which means I need to get in here. Okay, so step on that to open. That's going to close it. But there's another exit because there's no way in there because you'd have to take out the tar first. Okay, so the flow is... The backward flow from this room is this way. Tracing from the end to the beginning looks like that. Okay, so start here. What's this? Another super weird mystery pressure plate. This is just like these. Like, why all these crazy mechanisms? Like, that one kind of made sense at the end with the Gentry eye, but the only things that could make it out into this hallway, other than when the tar gate opens, are roaches, and they can't go over shallow water. So why would I ever... What? I don't know. I guess I'll ignore it for now and hope that I'm okay doing that. Also, I hope I'm not one more rooming in a bad way here, because these have been kind of complicated. Also, I assume it's a good idea just to prevent tar from growing and roach eggs from being laid, since I have the option. Hey, wait a second, here's something Here's something I missed. This is shallow water and this is deep water. Nope! I was tricked by the stealth field. Okay, so that's all just deep water. I do have to go in there that way. What? Why? Why? What? Does that even that closes with... What? So weird. Just baffling mechanisms. Anyway, I start here. I see zero possible reason to step on that. Maybe it's like secret access or something? But no, how could there even be secret... Oh wait, but how does this open? Okay, so that's just purely a return trip. Not yet seeing any reason not to do this, so I'm going to do it. Things are happening over here. Gotta slide a rock giant into place there in order to stab it and make a stepping stone. I can do that. Just like this. Now, does everything else work? I don't know, but like that part at least works. Oops. Right, and with the rock giants you can double dip on shallow water spaces and kill 2 in one spot. Do I need these for anything? I don't think so. Double dip. Okay, so I did that. Hold on, I had a chance to prevent stuff. Let's take it. Haven't analyzed the whole room to know why I would or would not want to do that, but since it's an option, it seems like a good idea. Again, that also seems like a good idea. Just kind of following my nose here. That will need to grow once so that I can get through here and here. Okay, that's fine. I can let it grow once, but it doesn't have to be now. This just seems like a fight room so far. Alright, so this is the point where I want to let it grow, when all the roach queens are gone. Hold on, I mean, okay, that's fine. That's inconvenient. Okay, so there's some nuance to how to kill this rock giant, perhaps. I guess I'll do it here? Sure. That's out of the way enough. Hey, you made a bad shape. I guess I don't want to do that yet. Okay. Glad I saw that before I went further. Alright, let's just do this for a minute. So I want to stab this at least once before I let it grow to get that. Okay. It's all fine. I kind of want to, like, do this. So that I take advantage of the shallow water. Not that it matters, but that's what I decided to do. So I'm not ready for a growth yet. I still have to stab you once. Or 2 or 3 times if I want. Okay, I think I got it now. And I bought myself some additional growths if I care. I don't think I need to, but yeah, it's more efficient to do that. There we go. Okay, so that was mostly just a fight room with a few minor complications. Neat! Neat! Nice! Super cool. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, so far I'm glad I played this hold. I did 3 rooms! This is gonna take me a while, but it's pretty cool. Oh boy. Alright, see you next time to see if I can make sense of any of this.